That is correct, everybody. It's Thursday, July 7th, 2016, and my co-host today is Dwyane.
Thank you.
So,
I feel like I'm in the garden, like...
Oh, yeah. This is like, we're small, but we're mighty.
Yeah, it is powerful in here.
So what's up? Anything exciting happened to you last night, or anything?
Last night was a long night for me.
Long night for us,
Can you tell by my eyes?
Well, we weren't sure if you were going to show up, so we were really paying attention.
No, I was so excited to get here. I was more nervous about this than I was about everything that happened last night.
Okay, well, let me put your mind to ease, because you just got through the hardest part, but I want to congratulate you because you are the newest Chicago Bull. Is that correct?
Yes, thank you. I am. I mean, it's still surreal, and I'm still numb. You know, this decision that I had to make last night. I've been in Miami for 13 years. I mean, 13 incredible years, and you know, to have to get a week to decide, you know, what you're gonna do, and I had to get no sleep.
Yeah,
you know, I lost probably 5 or 10 pounds, you know, just not being able to eat.
Is that what happens to you when you don't sleep? You lose 5 or 10 pounds?
I sweat because I'm sweating like I'm...
I mean, you guys, we got to get on the Dwyane Wade plan.
No, it is not healthy for... It's so stressful. But I do want to say, man, I just want to thank all my fans. I mean, we call it Heat Nation, just around the world. Just by the way that they embraced me. This little shy kid from Chicago came from Milwaukee to Miami, and really grew up. And we did some special things together. You know, I didn't do it by myself. I had so many unbelievable teammates along the way, but our fans are just phenomenal. So all the Heat Nation in the world. We even have Heat Nation in New York because I heard some cheers last year.
Yeah, sure.
I thank them.
You're a beloved guy, and you're the rare athlete that transcends the sport. You are just a great ambassador and a great person, and we are honored to have you here. And I cannot believe, I would have totally called in. I would have been like, look, I'm going to be out celebrating tonight, and I'm not going to be able to make it.
No, my wife didn't even want to go to dinner afterwards, and I was like, babe, like, we're not in Miami or Chicago, like, we're in New York.
I just want to, do you know, because you've been in Miami for how many years?
13.
Okay, so do you remember winter? I'm starting to think, like, I'm concerned. We're going to need to get you a coat.
Can I get one to say Live with Kelly?
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, those are specialty items. They're here for a hot minute.
No, you know, obviously I'm born and raised in Chicago. You know, I had a house there until like 2000, until I got married again when I had to get rid of it because it was a bachelor pad.
Yeah.
And I'm excited, you know, to go back to, you know, the place that I've always envisioned playing basketball. You know, being a kid growing up, and you know, Michael Jordan and Chicago Bulls was the team, you know, and for us. And I've always like envisioned myself like being in the backyard. I always had a Bulls jersey on. I always envisioned Dwyane Wade's name being called in the United Center, and I get an opportunity to live that dream out. So my career has been great.
I know you were just on vacation. I was recently on vacation, and while I was on vacation, they were showing. We went to this restaurant where it's just like a sports bar restaurant with the kids, and we were watching the NBA Finals were on, and it was like very exciting. And they had different, you know, every screen had a different game on, and at a certain point. You were on the screen, and I was acknowledging to my kids that now basketball players wear very long culotte like shorts with tights underneath.
Yeah,
like,
with tights.
Like dance pants underneath, right? and I kept saying to Mark, I don't get the costume. Like, I don't get the costume. And my kids said, what do you mean, the costume? And I said, when I was a kid, Dr. J wore hot pants. And I have a picture of Dr. J in his hot pants. So,
yeah, we got briefs longer than that nowadays.
yeah, so I want to show you. So this is your old, this is like your old, this would be your old shorts, right? They'd be like this, only these are for me. These are my size, okay? So I want to show you old, right? Now, I want you, your first order of business is to bring back the hot pants. We were up crafting these last night. But what do you think?
Maybe
you'll slip these on during the commercial break.
I don't know if my teammate's gonna allow me to wear those, but
come on,
around the house for sure.
Come on, okay, all right. Okay.
Around the house for
well,
sure.
maybe you could Instagram a picture to tag us in it. But I just want you to, kids, I want you to see the difference. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's underwear. This is underwear. Right?
No, but this is why women tuned into basketball in the first place. This is why. Speaking of, I just have to show the ESPN body issue. Which this is my own personal issue. What I want to say here.
You see what Photoshop can do?
Oh, is this all Photoshop?
Oh, it's all Photoshop. My filter on that is impeccable.
Well, you and I have a lot in common. I was reading up on you, and you were talking about when you were a kid, you didn't want people to see your feet because you had like big, wide feet, right?
Ugly feet.
So do I. And then you were ashamed of your outie belly button.
Yes.
I have an outie belly button. We are like the same person.
Really? So, like when you was young, y'all did water fights. Did y'all play water fights around?
Of course.
Did you keep a T-shirt on?
T-shirt on at all times. And I was the only kid, like, when I was a kid, bikinis were really in. It was like all the rage, the bikini. And I wore a one-piece suit, and you could still see my belly button through the one-piece suit, so I wore a T-shirt on top of the one-piece suit. The struggle was real.
No, it was, listen, growing up with an Audi, it was so hard. Like, my brothers used to walk by me and, like, press the button.
Yeah.
And be like, going up, it hurt me. So I used to go to the swimming pool. I used to keep my T-shirt on, and I just didn't want to show it.
Do you know what my mom did? She spent an entire year. She read this somewhere that if she taped a quarter to my belly button, it would go in.
I heard that. So I heard that. So my sister told me that my dad and them did that, but she kept taking the quarter off. So.
You have to grow up with an outie belly button to really know what we're talking about.
My mama said we're special.
We are special.
We are special.
Well, your mom said we're special. My mom was like, I'm going to fix it with a quarter. Yeah, anyway, that's so funny. Did you ever feel like when you swam that it dragged, like it was like a drag? Because when I see your outie, like I'm looking at your outie and I go, that's not really an outie. Like, I could show you an outie.
Well, I mean, I got this tight shirt on, but my Audi has actually, since I've gotten older and my body has grown, it has actually kind of became a little smaller. When I was young,
it was
out there. It was the okay side.
Yeah, right.
It was out there.
So the opposite happened with me. I had 3 kids, and with each pregnancy, the belly button became less like a belly button and more like a fist bump. I zippered it into my belly. I have.
Well, we represent for Audis across the world.
So good things can happen to people with Audis.
Yes.
Just remember that, kids at home, if you're struggling with an Audi. If your mom has zipped your belly button into your pants while helping you get ready for school, I feel you. It's all right. It's okay. I got over it.
It's okay. Bigger clothes.
It heals.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the other thing I wanted to talk to you about was when we were in this sports bar, they had an entire clip of all handshakes. You guys have these crazy handshakes, and everybody has a unique handshake to each other. And I think we put together a clip of it that I can show everybody what we're talking about. Watch this. Yeah. Okay, so I was like, can we have our own handshake?
I think we can.
Okay.
We got to make it up on the fly. We got to come up with it.
Okay.
Got to be very spontaneous and cool.
Are those all spontaneous?
Very much so. It's like you just sit around like this, you're talking, you're like, hey, let's come up with a handshake. All right,
while you're on the bench, you're like, hey, let's come up with a handshake?
That's more so like before you, like, so when we're in the locker room, we have 15 different handshakes for each teammate and the coaches and the equipment managers and the whole staff. So you got to remember all this before you play a game.
I can't remember the date without Shuli holding up the date. So let's come up with one.
Okay, let's come up with one.
It should be something that's belly button centric.
For sure. Yeah, we can end with that.
We can end with that.
We can end with the boom boom.
Boom boom. Okay.
Right.
So let's come up with the beginning.
Okay. So some favorite to me is my number 3. So let's involve three handshakes in there.
Okay.
And then what's favorite to you?
Carbohydrates.
Okay. So we're gonna go 1.
Oh, wait,
let's do it in the front. 1, 2, 3. Carbohydrates.
Carbohydrate. Glass of rosé.
Or Wade wine. I have my own wine, people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wade wine?
Yeah.
You have your own wine?
Yeah.
So
we're going to do Wade wine.
I knew I loved you.
All right, so carbohydrates to Wade wine. Drink.
Drink?
All right.
Okay, now what?
One more thing. We got kids.
Yeah.
So, quiet the kids up. And then,
shut it.
Then,
right?
Boom.
Boom. Boom. Boom. Okay.
All right.
Let's try it.
We got to remember this.
Oh my gosh. I would never make it in the NBA. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3. That would have been amazing if we missed. It was all going so well until they miss high-fiving each other.
So, but you got to remember that handshake before the game.
Right.
If something happened in the game, so you in the middle of the game, you get a big play and they come over to you, you gotta be like,
boom, right.
Then you gotta go to the other team and be like, They're like,
do you ever screw it up?
Oh, for sure. Sometimes I just wave them off and just keep it going. Like you see them coming for the handshake, you be like, I don't remember.
Right.
And you give them a low hit, like, thank you.
Right. But everybody knows that one, right? Like everybody knows the low hit means I can't remember our signal, but we're on camera, so we gotta.
Yeah, right.
Let's get
so,
low.
Yeah, I'm going low. Let's just go low.
We're gonna get low.
Right.
We're gonna low five.
Right.
And then I'll think of our secret handshake later.
Right.
But I know ours forever, because it's three slaps,
boom, boom, boom.
Carbohydrate,
You.
Wayne White.
Both of us.
Right, and then.
Quiet the kids out.
Quiet the kids.
Audi love.
Audi love. Do you need me in some capacity to help you at the Chicago Bulls? Like, I could be of assistance.
I mean, I wish I could have signed my contract later, or we could put it in there.
Oh my gosh.
I still got to sign it, so let's work something out.
Let's work something out.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. We could do this and that. We could go back and forth.
You got a private jet?
I'm sure you do. Let's ask the Bulls what it really means to them to have you. Isn't there a team jet? There's got to be a team jet, right?
It's a team jet, but I don't think I'm privy to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but...
Am I?
I think you could be.
Also, listen, this is interesting as well because it's the nude, I keep calling it the nude issue. It's the body issue of ESPN magazine.
I was so nervous to do that.
Oh my gosh, are you really?
But I really did that nude. Like it was no tape, no. It was me dribbling a basketball nude. Like I've never done that before.
If I look like this, I'd be nude right now, sitting in the chair.
They asked me to come out in my robe and in my underwear.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I did. I got this new underwear line.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's called Naked. So that's why I did it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out there and and do my thing.
You see these two ladies, they just went like this. They leaned around the camera. Anyway, so there's a nude recreation week. Then they're hosting the all-nude games, which we should sign up for.
All nude games?
Yes, all nude games.
I don't know if Mark and Gab is going.
Well, I mean, I know Mark will tackle me to the ground before he lets me go to the all-nude games.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to allow us to go.
Gab's the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She let me do that for the world to see, but she won't let me do the new games.
So, because it's just on a piece, because it's on the magazine.
Yeah, it's on the magazine.
Yeah, okay, I get it. But anyway, what you should know is, in case you're interested in attending the all-nude games, it's sponsored by the American Association for Nude Recreation.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. It's in the Shangri-La Ranch, New River, in New River, and they start with karaoke on Fridays, so that's nude karaoke.
Oh, nude karaoke.
There's also cornhole. You get to play cornhole, and molki, which is a Finnish throwing game. I'm not sure what you're throwing, but it sounds like fun.
This sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time. So that's something for you guys to think about.